My name is Nick Theodore, and I'm sitting here with Brady Driscoll, President and CEO of the Driscoll Agency, one of the fastest growing insurance groups in the country right now. And thank you so much for showing interest and applying for possibly a position with the company. We want to go over a few things to see if this is a good fit. I think there's five main things when you're looking at the insurance world. You got to figure out like who your clientele is going to be, what insurance companies you're going to be representing and selling for, how you're going to get trained. You're going to go from not knowing anything about this industry to being an expert in the field. And then how are you going to get paid? Like how much does it really pay to go out there and help a client protect their future with life insurance? Then the fifth one is, can you build this into a business and duplicate yourself ultimately so that maybe you're running an agency like I am and like Brady is. So Brady, let's talk about some of those things. Oh, we also have profit sharing too, right?
Yes.
That part's
Yep.
pretty cool. Let's first talk about the training. See, I think this is the most important thing. It's the scariest thing for most people when they're getting into anything new. They're like, oh, I got to learn something all over again, right? We're going to show you how to get your license. That's a very inexpensive thing. It's usually about 30, 40 bucks online. We'll send you a link for that. That way you don't have to go and search on Google yourself, because you'll probably be spending
Yep.
250 bucks to get that study course. We can get it for like 30 or 40, depending on your state. And then you go take your test. That's usually another fee of about 80 or 100 bucks. And then boom, you are ready to go. So when they do that, Brady, how long will it take them to go from having a life insurance license to being able to get a life insurance commission from the company?
So typically the process is, we're going to be going through training and getting your contracting done as soon as you pass that state exam, and then you're going to be looking at usually about a week process of going through their training. We have live calls that you're going to be able to hop on and personally be able to see me dial. Also, a bunch of people throughout our team that's going to be live dialing also, and then you host actually great coaching calls also to be able to ask questions right live right then.
Mhm.
And so usually that process only takes about a week and a half at most.
Yeah, I think training is the most important thing in this industry or any others. Otherwise, you're not going to know what the heck you're doing. So the training is always free. We have a couple of live trainings throughout the year that are in person, either boot camps or some conferences, and those are always free of charge with our groups. We feed you. We usually have coffee, donuts. We got lunch, dinners, soda, water. We got all that stuff, and they're very casual environments. So we're kind of like dressed like similar like this to it, but we've also got either daily or weekly calls that will help you to plug into at your convenience, right? So, you can listen to somebody like Brady or another one of the managers dial the phone and enhance your ability to book appointments and make sales. We're going to help you when you're in the home to be able to pick the correct product as well. So let's talk about those products that we sell, Brady. How are they special in the whole world of life insurance? What makes ours good?
Yeah. So if you're already looking into this industry, you already saw that we're going to be insurance agents, right? And so this isn't normal. Obviously, I'm still young, right? He's still young. We're not. This isn't old guy industry anymore. And so essentially, what it is, it's a revised version of life insurance, right? We call it the old type of life insurance, and we have the new kind. So the old kind is what you're probably familiar with. If you pass away, it takes care of your family, right? Really doesn't help you though while you're alive. So that's why we exist in the mortgage protection side of things, and they're going to be able to collect that policy if they ever have a critical illness, chronic illness, terminal illness, anything that's going to be taking them out of their career, right? A lot of folks nowadays, they don't have that 6 months, years savings anymore in their bank account, and so that's why we exist and why it's so important for people is because when you do have that critical illness like a heart attack or even a cancer diagnosis, you're going to be out of work for 6 months, year, might not even be able to go back to work. And so we just want to make sure that that house is secured. But not only that, typically people have home equity in their house. So we really want to make sure that's really protected and they don't have to lose all their assets.
Right. In fact, myself and a couple other people in our company helped build a product that is even better than the stuff that's been out there traditionally, because it's a little bit less money, but it covers a wider group of people, and it's a very unique product. And so if you're not with our company, you can't even get access to it. So we'll have a wide variety of products that you're going to be able to pick from, and you'll be able to run all the quotes from your phone and have it exact to the penny. And our typical client pays about $80 to $90 a month for this kind of insurance. If you're younger, or if you don't need as much insurance, it's less money per month. If you're older and you want to buy more insurance, it's more money per month, but it averages about 80, 85, 90 bucks a month. So it's a very simple process. Most of the companies offer electronic applications. Some are approved right then and there. and then you get paid what within a day or two, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
And off of that, the process is super easy, right? All we're doing is talking to people and creating friends. We don't really sell anything here, in my opinion. It is literally just going through it and explaining to it, right? A lot of people understand how the old type of insurance works. All we're doing is educating them on how the new works, and then what fits best for them. And then we're going to go through there and make sure we treat them like family and be as ethical as possible.
absolutely. Ethics is extremely important.
Very.
We are highly regulated.
Yes.
Sometimes people will say, "Oh, is this legit?" It's like this is insurance, man. You got to be extremely legit here. It's we are highly regulated by a whole bunch of companies with three letters, and they all are backed by the government. So let's talk about our clientele. Like, why aren't we selling this to people? And it's because people have actually filled a form out either in person, like they've gotten the mailer and they've written their name, their phone number, said, "Please call me. I'm interested in this. Here's my smoking status. Here's my issues." Or they've called in from the mailer, or they've gone online from the mailer and typed their information in. It's like they already want the product. They need the product. Our job is just to fit them in with the best solution possible, which is why we typically, when you sit down with somebody, either face to face, which is what we do some people, or other people. Hey, if you're good with technology, you can do this virtually through Zoom or a phone call. Then you're able to do that as well. But we sell half the people we sit in front of.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're dealing with sales, half is big.
Very big.
Half is really big. And so we're very successful with that. So when somebody makes a sale, what's an average commission that they're going to get up front? And then do they get something later on?
Yeah. So how the commission base works is you're going to get paid off the total annual of what the client is paying. So the average agent is going to make about $500 in deposited income into their bank account. And the best part, the next day after
Okay.
it's been approved and issued. And then after that, so you get a 75% advance. So how that works, then you get the remaining 25% month 10, 11, and 12. So it's really nice those months come through because you're still making those other sales that you're helping those other clients, and then you have the other money coming in too.
Right. So you get another, 100 and 180, $200 at the, towards the end of the year. And then as you start to get better in this group, that $500 advance average commission becomes 550 or 650 or 1,000, average because you're getting better and you've earned a higher contract with the companies, right? And that brings us to another point too. Whenever somebody says, "This sounds really great, but I don't think I want to sell insurance until the day I die." Can you build this into a business as well? Right. Like, myself, we started off in 2009 as an insurance agent. And hey, within a few years, the first year we made over 100 grand. We worked our way up to a multi six figure income, eventually a seven figure income. And we did that based on the fact that we could duplicate ourselves with other people and teach and train them correctly. And so if you want to do that as well, you want to also hire people, are they allowed to do that here?
Yeah, absolutely. And the greatest thing ever is just like you're not going to know how to sell the insurance when you first come in. We're going to take you from literally not knowing how to do it to being able to do it, right? We're going to do that also with training, right? And when you first get started, we don't expect you to learn how to train people right away. And so what I will do personally is work for you for free. So, if you have friends or family after you start making some money, or you just want to start bringing people in and start building that agency so that you can get out of the field even quicker, I'm going to take that over for you in the beginning and really show you and guide you how to train an agent to be very successful.
Right. And so just so you know, you don't have to ever hire or recruit anybody here. We're not like this multi-level marketing pyramid type company. You can come in here and be a great salesperson, make a six-figure, multi-six-figure income like I have with many people on the team. Or if you want to also build a business, we allow you to do that as well. And that doesn't cost you anything from us. Like we work for you for free, which is a pretty cool thing. So, there's also trips from insurance companies. I've been all over the world, Fiji, Barbados, just, cruises, stuff like that. So there's other perks that come along with this. You can someone doesn't have to like go out and quit their full-time job. Like this is a really good opportunity to do part-time. Why? Because if you can go out on a Saturday and book like 5 appointments, here's what's going to happen. Like you're going to have one person either call and cancel the appointment or reschedule it or just be really rude and go see the new Johnny Depp movie because they don't want to hang out with an insurance agent and just not be there when the time for the appointment is. And then you'll sit down with four people. Two will say no, two will say yes. And it's like, man, you just made like $1,000 advance money on a Saturday. Granted, you worked all day, But how long do people normally have to work to make $1,000 like that? This is a really good opportunity, and you can start doing that. Like, it doesn't take 6 weeks to get good at this business.
Exactly.
I mean, we've had a lot of people go out there their first week and sell three, four, five, six policies, even more, and because the training is so good, right? So, Brady, if somebody says, "All right, I'm interested, but I've got some questions, I've got some concerns, I might have a special situation, I want to talk to you directly about this to see if it's a good fit," what's the next step?
Yeah, so you probably would have received two things. You're going to receive an email first. That's how you found this video, stating that you needed to watch this to begin to even have an interview with me. And then you're going to respond back to either that email or the phone number that texted you if you didn't respond back to the email right away. Or the third option, if you are really excited, you can shoot me a text directly to my personal cell. I give out my personal cell to everybody. So it's going to be just the area code 319-654-5211. And then I'm probably going to send you a calendar link, and then you're going to book a time to speak with me directly. And it's a one-on-one call. You're not going to be sitting with five other people on the call, so don't be nervous about that either. The only thing that we would ask is just make sure that you have good qualified questions. That way, we can go through those and answer everything that you have and get you started on the process of getting your license.
Yeah, and in this industry, you can be extremely profitable. Most of our agents are going to be profiting 80, 85%. There's a little bit of a business expense. Like our clientele, those are leads. We set you up directly with about four different lead vendors that we've vetted personally. We've used those leads. Do they cost money? Yeah. But we also help pay for some of those leads as well. So if they were crap, we wouldn't spend our money on them,
Yeah,
right?
I would not spend my money.
Yeah. And then we'll show you how to get referrals. But, leads are a necessary thing to be able to find somebody who's literally interested in what you have. So, if somebody goes out there and spends $200 and then comes back and makes 13 or 1400, it's like, that's a really good use of $200. And then it's like, okay, put a couple $100 more back in and get some more leads and make some more appointments and make some more money. Just that whole process of getting that ball rolling, we're going to help you with that. And then you can do as much or as little as you want. We have some agents that are just really good at referrals and hardly ever buy leads. That's totally fine too. But Brady is like the master at being able to show you how to take leads that are extremely cheap and make a lot of money with them.
Yeah, it's my specialty. I love it. I
It
don't I
is.
don't like wasting money. That's my biggest pet peeve.
That's
So
right. We like making money and keeping it. We're going to show you how to do the same thing. I've been in business since 1992, been in three different industries. I've sold a business a couple of times, and I'll tell you, this is the one that has the highest profit margin and has the best longevity, regardless of the political climate, regardless of what happens in and around. With anything happening in the world, like I've gone through like major recession back in 2009, 10, 11, and 12, and this industry has helped me get out of a financial situation that we got into back in the day. So
yeah, and I got started during COVID.
yeah,
So
that's
that
right.
didn't even we grew massively during COVID. So that's the funny thing. We're probably one of the only industries that actually grew.
The thing about that is that we were life insurance agents were deemed by the U.S. government as essential personnel. So when other people had to, leave other people alone and stay quarantined, we were actually still allowed to go out there and get on the road and go visit people. And then the insurance companies said, we're going to now allow you to start doing this virtually and not have to see them face to face. And Brady is one of the best trainers at that as well. So that's another opportunity for people that want to maybe a stay at home position for a part time job. And you can help dramatically with that. So we hope to hear from you. And thanks for listening.